Right, good morning, BGPNs, and welcome back to Term 2. It's good to see many of you coming to school this morning, looking very excited and being very happy after having had 9 days of school holidays, and really a very good welcome back. Even as some of you are still strolling to your classrooms and getting ready to settle down, okay, I'll give you a bit of time to settle down while you can still listen to me on the screen. Over the past 3 months, we have been talking a lot about our school values. And in January, we talked about responsibility. In February, we talked about resilience. And for the month of March, this month, we have been talking about compassion. And you have also been listening about our school vision, empowered learners, persons of strength and character. I want to encourage you to continue to persevere in developing the values that we hold dear to our hearts. Now, this morning, I have a special treat for you. I will be reading a story about care and about compassion for one another. And the title of this story is called The Rainbow Fish. You can see that this is a picture of a book cover of a fish that is called the rainbow fish, and the title, or rather, the author of this book is Marcus Pfister. Okay, I'm going to just start reading now, and you will hear about the story. But just a little bit about the author. Marcus Pfister is the author of the phenomenally successful Rainbow Fish series, as well as many other books for children, and he has worked as a graphic artist, a sculptor, a painter, and a photographer, as well as a children's book creator. I believe you are going to enjoy this story, so sit tight and listen to this story about the rainbow fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. So you can see that this fish is a beautiful fish with sparkling scales of green, of silver, of purple, and blue. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. So this is again the picture of the Rainbow Fish with the other fish who would always ask him to play together with them. But he would always just glide past proudly and silently. Did he play with the other fish? No. One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Rainbow fish, he called. Wait for me. Please give your skills. They are so wonderful, and you have so many. And you can see that this is the blue fish that was talking to the rainbow fish and asking the rainbow fish to give him one of his shiny scales. Do you think the rainbow fish gave him a shiny scale? So this is what the rainbow fish said. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Cried the rainbow fish. Get away from me! Shocked, the little blue fish swam away. He was so upset. He told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. What good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now, he, the rainbow fish, was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day, he poured out his troubles to the starfish. So he poured out his troubles to the starfish over here at the bottom. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me? I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. So the rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. Emerge means came out from the darkness. So you can see the octopus eyes coming out from the darkness. I have been waiting for you, said the octopus with a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. I can't, the rainbow fish started to say. But the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales, my beautiful, shining scales? Never! How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small, shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the blue fish. Thank you very much. The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue ones. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth, with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whisked through the ocean with his scale flashing. So it didn't take long for the other fish to also notice the blue fish. And the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, left and right. And the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left. He had only one shining scale left. And his most prized possessions had been given away. Yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. And there you have the rainbow fish happily joining his friends. And that's the end of the story. Now, what can we learn from this story? You can see that at first the rainbow fish was very reluctant to share his skills. But as a result of that, he was a very lonely fish. When he started giving his skills away, he showed that he actually cared for his friends because his friends had asked for the glittering scales. And this was really an act of compassion. And he started to make more friends. His friends, on the other hand, even though at first the rainbow fish refused to give them the scales, they did not totally ostracize him. They went away, although they were sad, but they were still caring for the rainbow fish. And eventually they managed to make friends again, and they had compassion for the rainbow fish. And that's how they began to show care for one another, and they played together. Now, even as we start term 2 together, I would like to emphasize on our school value of compassion. Be observant, keep a lookout for your friends. Do any of them need care? How do we show compassion for our friends? Now, we ended off term 1, week 10, on a happy note. For the P4s, you had the P4 camp, and for the P6s, you had your kite flying experience. Take note to also include your friends as a form of care and compassion for one another. I was very touched, particularly by the P4s, when I saw that one of them actually was injured and he was in a wheelchair due to something that happened earlier on in the weeks before. But his friends showed care and compassion by helping him to participate in the P4 camp, by pushing him around on the wheelchair. And that's what we should always do, to show compassion and care for one another. And also caring for our environment. Tomorrow, the 22nd of March, is World Water Day. We must also remember to continue to care for our environment by remembering to take note of the way that we use water. We do not waste water, and I'm sure we will learn very much more about World Water Day in this week ahead. I hope you have enjoyed the story of the rainbow fish, and I want to wish you the very best for term 2. I hope you will have a very happy and exciting term of learning ahead. See you.